There's always a lot of talk about Batman and what could happen next, and of course, whenever we talk about that, you have old actors that are brought up that play the character, who of course can provide more insight into the world, the future, and what comes next, or whatever, right? Many times they reflect on crazy decisions or things that happen during the process of making their films. Enter Michael Keaton, aka the worst Batman ever, or at least he was at one time up until people saw the film. Now remember, Michael Keaton was the worst Batman since, well, Adam West. And then he was the best Batman up until Val Kilmer. And then he was great up until Clooney. And then he was horrible until the worst Batman, who of course was Christian Bale. Christian Bale was then the best up until the worst Batman, that of course was Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was the best Batman then up until, of course, yeah, you get it, right? You get how this goes. Well, Keaton was recently asked if he could reflect upon the choice that Tim Burton made in regards to him playing Batman. Well, speaking with GQ, Tim Burton called the actor ballsy for taking on the role, especially knowing that there was going to be a lot of backlash. Well, Keaton replied to this because they were doing interviews related to Beetlejuice and reteaming, talking about how he was legitimately confused that he wanted him for Batman. And he talks about how when this was announced, the internet at the time, which is / was known as, complained by writing letters and or writing articles in your local newspapers. There was a campaign to get him fired. Fans were upset. Fans were threatening WB. Oh my God, things have never changed. Oh my God, fans have always been this toxic, haven't they? Anyways, he talks about this and how he was like, yeah, this is a thing. I think I'm going to ruin this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I could stand toe-to-toe with the likes of Christopher Reeve as Superman, and you have me here who people don't believe I can do it. But he says Tim Burton was ballsy. He knew what he was doing, and he wanted him. He convinced him, and then, well, it happened, and the rest is history. The two made a pair of films that are on different levels. Depending on how you look at it, one could be beloved, the other one could be beloved. Some will argue one is the best of all time, the other is the best of all time. Whatever your case is, it's crystal clear that they realized what they were doing was kind of insane, but they pulled it off.